It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's all up next.
This time of year in Philly, you know what to expect. Cold temps, and we've got them. But the skies are clear tonight at Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
Corralled right around the 34. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
First play of the drive. Just sets up Washington for another first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back, but how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be brought out by a player who was undrafted back in 2015 out of Old Dominion. Last season, his first as a starter, it's Taylor Heineke.
Let's face it, you don't see too many Old Dominion alums suiting up under center in the NFL. And in fact, Taylor Heineke, the first ODU quarterback to suit up for a regular season game, not to mention doing well in the playoffs. This guy's an absolute fighter. Fought for every chance he's had in this league. Attitude, determination, those carry over to his teammates very well.
On 1st and 10, Heineke. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They go play action. Now Heineke. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Heineke. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Heineke now. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Heineke. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him, and I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Heineke. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing. Heineke. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
A run here for the rookie. It's Brian Robinson.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
On 2nd and 7, Heineke. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They start on the ground here at Sanders.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Another run here with Sanders. And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for his 2nd straight play.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And they'll get him down here at the 23. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. They were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A give to Gibson running right.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Heineke.
Completes it to Samuel.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Milton Williams,
the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
Another try after the 1st down sack.
Heineke.
Incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now Heineke.
And he finds McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin, 31 yards.
And the Commanders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored, The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Sly on for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10.
At their own 46. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
7 yards there and a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On first down, Hurts.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the third drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Heineke
steps away to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in main coverage with this guy, and that is less than 80.
It is, because just about about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations than 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Hurts finding Goddard there. 1st down, Philadelphia.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Throwing is Hurts.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there, because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
From the shotgun, it's Heineke.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
To throw is Heineke. Spots Samuel out near the sideline. He makes the catch.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Heineke to throw it.
Forced out to his left.
Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flushed to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
3rd and short yardage, Heineke.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Six yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Heineke now.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Let's rock, baby. It can't be straight up.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well,
Yeah.
right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
A little bit of flip the script. Quarter one, they struggled. Quarter two here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then, you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
Hurts. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. Now back to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger gain.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball over late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
This will be caught by Brown.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here's Aaron Sipas now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10.
Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down.
That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Heineke. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Coverage was great everywhere that time. He tried to get it to his outlet, tried to get it to his running back, but sailed it a little bit too high and actually left his body open for a big hit.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Now Heineke. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Good coverage there, holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Brown. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
Oh, he's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from that first half for Washington. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
First down, Heineke winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Heineke. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
The mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick-6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Somebody thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw, Heineke.
Toward the sideline, it's complete, an athletic grab, but still well short of the first.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. Let's punt it.
Heineke on first down.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Heineke. There's Samuel adding to his big game. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's Heineke. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
To the air again, Heineke. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Here's a give to Gibson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
To throw is Heineke. A throw to the flat here from McKissick. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A handoff for Gibson.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Heineke on 3rd and 2.
And this one is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
Made his first, this now from 42 yards out.
Sly able to put this one through.
And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17.
So it's 4th and 1. They wind up taking the 3. But I'm not sure that offensive unit, judging by the sideline, Charles, was in 100% agreement with the decision.
No, not at all. But the head coach has final call on this. We know that. But let's face it, offenses want to feel like, hey, you believe in us? Let us go for it. We'll see if that is a problem for them moving forward in this game.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 23.
He'll start with a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Commanders' offense set to take over.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now left side on the swing pass. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll run with McKissick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll go again with McKissick.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Heineke.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Working out of the gun. Here's Heineke. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bates.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
They'll run. It's Gibson.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Heineke. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Heineke to throw it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Heineke now.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Curtis Samuel from 6 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, 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 and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Slide for the PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run with Sanders off the option. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Hurts throw there, taken in by Smith. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. And this one complete to Smith.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Sanders, and this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. How about Jonathan Allen there, pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Elliott is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On 1st and 10, Heineke.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Play action now. Here's Heineke.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Heineke again.
He gets it to Thomas. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Off the play fake, Heineke.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
A carry for Gibson.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Heineke. Out left to Dotson.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
And the defense kind of played into their hands. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 46. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
On first down, Hurts. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Hurts going to keep it again. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And these are the kind of plays that defenders dream about, a chance to get a big running start and go after the quarterback. He was not at all put off by the option. I think he committed to the quarterback right from the outset, and he was able to get in there and put the hit on him.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. And Sanders has got it complete. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
From the 24, Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Elliott on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run.
hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And out now come the Eagles.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 31-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Hurts.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Into the hands of Sanders.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now.
Here's Hurts to throw. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll go down at the 28. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hurts going to keep it running right. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. 2 for 2 tonight. This will be for the win. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles.
And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.